The lights dimmed slowly, almost teasing the tens of thousands of fans packed inside the stadium, their glowing light sticks flickering like a galaxy waiting to explode. No one knew exactly what was about to happen, but there was a feeling in the air, thick, electric, almost dangerous. This wasn't just another concert moment. This was something else, something bigger. And then, without warning, the beat dropped. From opposite sides of the stage, Jungkook and Kim Taehyung stepped into the spotlight. At first, it seemed normal, smooth footwork, controlled energy, the kind of charisma that had already made them global icons as part of BTS. But within seconds, everything shifted. Their movements began to change, sharper, more mechanical, almost inhuman. Each joint snapped into position with impossible precision. Their arms moved like perfectly calibrated machinery. Their expressions turned eerily controlled, eyes locked forward as if guided by an unseen system. And then it hit the crowd. A collective scream, loud, raw, uncontrollable. This wasn't just choreography. This was a performance that felt like it came from another dimension. Jungkook initiated the sequence with a slow, deliberate isolation of his shoulders, each movement ticking like a clock. Taehyung mirrored him, but not exactly. There was a delay, a glitch-like effect, as if they were two versions of the same program running on different timelines. The synchronization, when it snapped into place, was so tight that it sent shockwaves through the audience. Phones shot up instantly. Fans screamed names that dissolved into pure noise. Some were crying. Others stood frozen, unable to process what they were seeing. The music evolved, deep bass layered with electronic pulses, and their bodies followed. Jungkook dropped into a sequence of robotic footwork, so intricate it seemed impossible to execute live. His steps didn't just follow the beat, they became the beat. Meanwhile, Taehyung's upper body movements told a different story. His arms flowed like liquid metal, bending and locking in ways that blurred the line between human and machine. Then came the moment no one was ready for. They turned toward each other. Silence, just for a split second. And then, impact. Both of them launched into a synchronized robot dance routine unlike anything Army had ever seen. Their movements were not just in sync. They were identical down to the smallest twitch of a finger. It was as if one was reflecting the other in real time, like a mirror that had come to life. The stadium erupted again, louder than before. The choreography escalated. Their bodies twisted and locked, shoulders popping, heads tilting at unnatural angles. At one point, Jungkook appeared to freeze mid-motion, only for Taehyung to reactivate him with a sharp, precise gesture. The crowd went insane. It felt like watching a story unfold without words. A battle, a connection, a transformation. Every second felt intentional. Every move felt like it had meaning. And yet, no one could fully understand it. That mystery only made it more powerful. The lighting intensified, flashes of white and electric blue cutting across the stage, reflecting off their sweat and making their movements look even more surreal. The massive screens behind them captured every detail, every micro-expression, every impossible angle. Jungkook's intensity burned through the screen. His focus was absolute, his energy relentless. Taehyung, on the other hand, brought a different kind of power, controlled, almost haunting, like he was telling a secret through movement. Together, they created something that didn't feel rehearsed. It felt alive. The beat dropped again, harder this time. And just when it seemed like they had reached the peak, they pushed further. They introduced a sequence that fans would later call the impossible section. Their bodies moved in alternating robotic waves, perfectly timed, yet visually disorienting. Jungkook would move forward while Taehyung moved backward. Then suddenly they would switch without breaking the illusion. It was like watching two dimensions collide. Screams turned into chaos. Army wasn't just watching anymore. They were experiencing something overwhelming, something unforgettable. Near the end, the music slowed. Their movements became smaller, more controlled. The intensity didn't drop, it transformed. Jungkook stepped forward, his chest rising and falling, eyes glistening under the lights. Taehyung followed, his expression unreadable but deeply emotional. For a brief moment, the robotic illusion broke. They were human again, for one heartbeat. And then, the loudest scream of the night. The stadium exploded. People jumped, cried, hugged strangers. Social media flooded instantly. Clips began circulating within seconds, captions filled with disbelief. What did we just witness? This is not real. Jungkook and Taehyung just changed everything. Because that's exactly what it felt like. This wasn't just another performance. This was a statement, a reinvention, a moment that would be replayed, analyzed, and talked about for years. As the lights slowly came back on and the rest of the members returned to the stage, Jungkook and Taehyung stood side by side again. But something had changed. There was a quiet understanding between them, a shared awareness of what they had just created. They didn't need to say anything. The crowd said it for them. And somewhere in that endless roar, one truth became clear. No matter how many times they step on stage, no matter how high the expectations climb, Jungkook and Taehyung will always find a way to surprise the world and make an entire stadium scream like it's the first time all over again. Jungkook and Kim Taehyung from BTS have shocked the world once again. During their latest concert, the two global superstars delivered a never-seen-before robot dance performance that left the entire stadium screaming in disbelief. Their insane precision, unreal synchronization, and futuristic concept made fans question everything. Was that even human? ARMY around the world is going crazy over this viral moment. Some are calling it the best performance of their careers. ARMY, loudly crying face, purple heart. Do you think this is the craziest dance Jungkook and Taehyung have ever done? Eyes fire. Comment your thoughts below. Backhand index pointing right. Is this their most iconic dance ever? Backhand index pointing right. What's the meaning behind this mysterious robot concept? Backhand index pointing right. Why is everyone talking about this performance right now? Watch until the end and let us know what you think in the comments. Purple heart.